fresh sheets on the bed. I'm gonna make banana bread. I planned that. My morning ritual now includes checking if my Dyson has ran out of battery. Loads of you guys and the Dyson helpline said that I needed to wait for it to die before charging it again. And it is the longest lasting Dyson battery. Like this tiny bit of battery that it has, that tiny bit has lasted like maybe 5 days. And I still can't get it to work. I think I don't even know what I've done. But I really want to use it on my hair. I just washed my hair as well. And I want to use it because I've been so excited to try it. But I guess I'm going to have to wait more again. I am still in this robe, by the way. Hold on. I am still in this robe. I should probably take it off and put on clothes. Maybe I'll do that now and put on a dress again. But it's because I was blow drying my hair. That was my excuse for still being in my loungewear. Oh my god, I'm rhyming everything today. That one I did not plan. Okay, let's go pick a dress. By the way, are these not the world's ugliest socks? Yes, they are. Alright, I put on this cozy little two-piece, which I haven't worn for a little while, and I'm wearing quite a bit of makeup today. I am wearing quite a bit of makeup these days. Just, there's so many mirrors in my house and I keep catching myself and I don't want to like look not nice, you know? Like I want to feel good, do my hair, wake up, which is funny because I do work from home, so I am home a lot more than most people, I guess, that go to an office job for work, but still this kind of whole environment is making me feel better, and the thought of like doing my hair, doing my makeup, feeling more presentable even if I'm in kind of like loungewear outfits. I put on these Rosie Fortescue rainbow earrings today to inject a tiny little bit of colour, and I think I'm going to try do something new with my makeup tomorrow. I'm doing an Amelia smoky eye, but I've kind of like let go of the eyeliner. And I want to know, I always ask you guys, I need to do a poll on stories so I can ask people properly what they think, eyeliner or no eyeliner. And I know I said I wasn't going to bake anymore, but I am. I lied. I am. I have bananas that need banana breading, and I think I'm just going to add no sugar or less sugar. I'm going to do a whole recipe actually and leave it on my blog. I'm going to be posting more on my blog these days, so I'll leave the link to the recipe and stuff down below. And I did get a couple of things from Graham and Green recently, which I'm going to show you. This little guy is waiting patiently for me. Sorry, you're going to see my ugly socks a lot, I think. I got this. I can't remember if I've shown this, but I don't think I have, with her cute little boobs, this little vase. This came a little while ago with my dressing table. And my brown bananas, which we need to take over there to get mashing. And then the other thing I got, sorry I'm having things dry here, run out of space, is this beautiful little dome. It's quite big actually, I totally measured it wrong, but it's this gorgeous dome with pretty little butterflies in it. That noise means, oh, go on, there we go. Look at that beauty. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Why does raw batter look even better than the real thing sometimes? I have a serious question for y'all. If this guy wouldn't mind focusing. No? Serious question. Are you even in isolation if you don't make a banana bread? I feel like my whole Instagram feed's banana bread. I can't be the only one. Ready? Steady. Oh, no. Ready? Steady. Oh, there we go. That's good. Oh, oh yes. Hallelujah for that. Oh, yes. Oh my god, it's awesome! I added a bit too much flour in this batch, but what are you gonna do? I'm waiting for a little Amazon delivery that should have arrived, I don't know, I've lost count of days. But anyway, it should have come. I'm quite excited for it. I feel like it's gonna be really life-changing, game-changing. but it didn't arrive, but something else arrived. Look how pretty these are. They're so beautiful. They're so nice. Wow, can you see them? They're so beautiful. Like these tiny little cute roses, they're so small. I love flowers. Literally receiving flowers is my favorite thing ever. Like they're so pretty, and they have little like dip dye edges of brighter pink. I'm gonna put these in water, but I wanted to show you in case flowers make your day like they make mine. I wanted to tell you guys that last time I mentioned one of my game-changing Amazon purchases, which is Exhibit A, said ginger grater, that so many of you went out and screenshotted and said to me that you bought it. So I wanted to share with you my other, I don't have loads, maybe like 4 or 5, but like 5 game-changing Amazon purchases, including this. If you like ginger or you like grated things, this is amazing. It's this prickly little ceramic pan. You grate your ginger on it and the juice sits here, and then you put that in your tea. It is amazing. For those of you that are currently like boiling your ginger and then doing your ginger tea that way, don't waste your time. This takes 10 seconds. It's great. Next is something new to me. It's a little cutie cute. It shaves off all your baubles. Actually, this is a great jumper to do it with. Oh, little bauble eater. I mean, if you are looking for something to do right now, maybe get your hands on one of these, because this is hours of entertainment, people, hours. You could do your entire wardrobe right now. You could do your friends' wardrobes, your sister's wardrobes. Oh, it's so satisfying. I need to stop because otherwise I'll be here all day, and then it collects in here. Oh, it gives me all the satisfied, like, you know when it just tingles through your body and you're like, satisfied. This is apparently one of the best ones. It's called a herb. Why do I find that funny? It's like nerd, but herb. Okay, next is number 3. This is life-changing. If you are using greaseproof paper or tin foil or whatever you're using to bake or cook on in the oven, get yourself these grease-proof, heat-proof, stick-proof mats. They come in all different sizes. I'm just showing you the smaller size. You wipe them down to wash them, and if you're baking cookies, if you're making chicken, whatever you're doing, this is so mess-free and fuss-free. The other day I roasted a chicken on it, and then I just washed it. It was amazing. It was literally, I didn't need to be there scrubbing with my pan and my freaking like silvery, you know, thing that, oh no, don't get on my flowers. But you know what I mean? I literally just lifted this out the tray, scrub-a-dub-dub, and not even hard. I just like washed it, and then it was done. It was the best thing ever. So useful. This is a brand called Skumo. I would highly recommend them. Now, I've been in 2 minds whether to recommend this. As you guys know, I am besties with my water bottle. We go around together everywhere. I hug it like a baby. We are such good pals. This one is actually over a litre. I think this is 1.5 litres. Now, the reason I'm hesitant is because this is plastic, but I haven't found a good non-plastic one with a straw. So please let me know if you have any recommendations, put them down below. But I find drinking from a straw way easier. Now, I used to have these other ones, but the straw part was in the open, whereas this one, so sometimes it would open in my bag. This one is locked, and you can actually lock it from the side so that it doesn't open. This is from Contigo. I mean, if you take it on the plane and it's full of water, like I filled it up with water before I went on the plane, but after security, where it's like legal, then I get to the hotel and they're like, oh, you checking in? I was like, yeah, did that. And because all the water got like stuck in the straw with the airplane pressure or whatever, it literally went, I went like that, and it was a Mr. Bean moment, and it went woo all over my face, all down me, and I was literally like, okay then. This receptionist was like trying not to laugh, but like staring at me, and I was like, yes, I am Amelia. Here's my passport. I'm checking in. Okay, I have the best charger to save your AirPods and your phone and everything if you are out and about for days on end. Lol at the irony of this. But when you are out and about traveling, this is what I use. It is Luxtude. I feel like I need to say that with an accent. But it has, what I love about this, it has the cable plugged in, and it is relatively heavy, not as heavy as some of the other ones. It's not exactly light, has a light cable on it, like a light indicator, not cable, but it charges everything fully really fast, within the hour I would say, from my iPhone, and it charges everything maybe 3 or 4 times, so I don't actually need to charge this that often. It is hands down the best portable battery that I have found. The next thing I wasn't gonna mention, but seeing as I use it all the time, I is gonna mention it. This little baby will save your life if you like taking selfies, especially right now when you might not have anyone to take your selfies and you want to use self-timer on your iPhone. But you get yourself a wee little tripod, maybe not this one, this one's a tiny bit flimsy, but it works still. Get yourself a wee little tripod, get yourself one of these, which is a mobile stand holder, screw it into your little tripod, put your little iPhone on said tripod, take selfie. It's really that simple. So if you have any game-changing Amazon purchases, please let me know down below. If there is anything you think I might like or love or need that I'm missing in my life, I'd love to know your Amazon purchases. I could spend days on Amazon. Did you just yawn? In terms of other Amazon related things that I have in my life, I order my hangers all from Amazon. They are these black felt ones, and then I also order the ones with the clips on them. I just ordered them in pink for upstairs because they do have pink felt as well. These are my absolute fave and they look really great when they're all lined up together. I'll show you. This is proof, guys, that my closet clear out has stayed as I originally had it. But you can see the hangers right now all look very nice and even together, even Stevens. Good morning. It's about 12 now actually, so it's not really morning. I've had a bit of a slow morning, received some news this morning which deeply affects a friend of mine, and as much as I have been trying to kind of keep the normalness around here, it is very challenging sometimes. I'm trying to keep like being normal on my Instagram and on my YouTube and stuff as much as I can, and kind of like lift the spirits of myself and everyone around me that's watching. But today was not one of those mornings. I did what us gals do. I put on some makeup and curled my hair, not using my Dyson because it still hasn't died a battery. And I'm taking it easy, and I'm thinking of ways to help, and I'm thinking of people that are really affected by what's going on right now. And I'm not talking about people like me who are staying at home, whilst that's very challenging, I know, for mental health. And it's not really my news to kind of share with the internet. But yeah, so let's turn this around, try and do something helpful, do something positive. One of my friends is doing a Corona Care Challenge. Her Corona Care Challenge is basically to put together care packages, she says, and deliver to those in need. And they are also delivering things to NHS workers like hand sanitizer, hand moisturizer, and they have raised so much money. Oh my gosh, they've almost raised £40,000. So I donated to that this morning. I follow her on Instagram and she's always like posting what she's up to and packaging up the packages for everyone and doing like food and essentials. So if you guys know any charities right now that are doing amazing things, or even anything really, even like small businesses that could use some extra support. This really kind of spoke to me because I can see my friend Jamie kind of working there every day and packaging everything up herself and stuff with her family. So that was why that charity kind of spoke to me today. But let me know whatever you have found on your searching, if there's anything you want to share as well down below. And let's spread a little bit of love and joy, because we all really need it. The world needs the love and needs the joy. So I thought what else I would tell you about today is that I have actually finished a book for the first time in years. I finished 2 books in the past like week and a half, and I haven't actually finished a book for such a long time, over a year, maybe almost a year. So I wanted to tell you and give you some reading recommendations, because I don't think my reading recommendations are like typical. I like really, I think, quite different books. By the way, I did like a really interesting eye today. I did like something a bit purpley, and then I wore this jumper dress to match. I used this Huda Beauty nude palette, which is beautiful, and I used, let me put you there, I used this colour here mainly, and some of the matte. I was going to do a purely matte eye, but then I decided against it. I needed some shimmer in my life. Okay, let me tell you about the books that I would really recommend. By the way, this is the dress I'm wearing today. It's a little tea rib knit dress. It is literally a t-shirt dress. It's so soft and I love it. I really love these like funny little hold things. I took this guy on a walk today, so oh my god, I say walk and his tail starts wagging. Hello Baba. So he's a bit tired, which is good. We want you to be tired, don't we? Alright, so books wise, you guys might remember this book that I started back in summer. I then lost it and found it and finished it. This is called The Science of Trust. Now, it does explain a lot of concepts which are really, really interesting. It also kind of goes into a bit more mathematical detail about a lot of things, which I didn't really enjoy. I kind of skipped maybe a couple of pages, chapters, where it gets a bit too detailed. But the dialogue in it, the examples that it gives about trust and how trust in a relationship, not just with like a couple, with other relationships in your life as well, how that trust can be eroded and how you kind of learn to trust and then learn to distrust. I found this really, really fascinating, especially looking at it in the eyes of like a relationship breakdown. That I found really interesting. Brene Brown's book, The Power of Vulnerability, which is another book that I would really recommend if you haven't read Brene Brown. I feel like everyone can relate to that book. I actually listened to it in an audiobook, I think. She quoted this book, and that's how I found this. It just sounded like a book that I kind of called to me and I really wanted to read. So I would really, really recommend this if you are interested in kind of, my books that I read are kind of more like the psychology, the mind, things like that. This was a great book. I could not put this down. This is, it sounds grimmer than it is. If you're in my office, it's already too late, and it's by a top divorce lawyer in New York. Now, this was a great book. Not only is he funny and you end up kind of falling in love with him a bit in his writing, but he writes really well and in a really kind of clear, engaging way. And the examples that he gives about couples, I don't know if you guys are interested in kind of couple dynamics and things like that. I am. The examples that he gives of like why different relationships broke down, what actually happens in the courtroom, loads of things like that, going through the divorce process, and what he actually has learnt being a divorce lawyer for the 20 or however many years about couples and how we function as couples, and kind of going through the breaking points of relationships. And just generally, I think he has a good laugh in the book as well. Like, it's not depressing at all. It's actually quite funny and quite uplifting. And I think that's quite hard to do it as a divorce lawyer, writing a book about his work as a divorce lawyer. So that was a great read. The other book I wanted to mention is by my friend Mimi. It's called The Bingo Theory. And we talked a bit about this on the podcast. I did a podcast episode about the perfect relationship uncovered with Mimi and Alex, and if you haven't listened to that, go and listen to it, because it's not only fascinating for relationships, but again for your personal relationships as well, and about masculine and feminine energies and getting that balance of both. And that book really spoke to me after my last relationship because of the way I work and the way I am. For example, I say this in the podcast, and to kind of fully get to grips with this, I would really recommend you get the book and or listen to the podcast. Maybe start with the podcast and then see if it interests you and then get the book. But I am a masculine dominant female at work and I'm a feminine dominant female in a relationship. Now, I'm not going to go into explaining the concept to you because you can listen to the podcast for that or you can get the book. But to really kind of understand relationships in my life right now, that is speaking to me so much. And I think this kind of time at home is a really good time to be going inward and doing some kind of soul searching, I guess. Soul searching sounds a bit like cringy, billboardy, but a slogan banner or whatever, but do some kind of inner work to understand ourselves better. So if you have any books to recommend, please recommend them to me. Now you know what kind of books that I like. Maybe you'll have something for me to read as well, because I'm currently, what do I have right now that I want to read? There's one more book that I haven't started. Where is it? Oh, it's what Estee recommended to me, which is The Body Keeps Score. It's about how trauma stores in your body. I haven't started that yet. That is my next read. So yeah, let me know. Let me know. And I just want to say, actually, after my last video, so many of you shared it on your Instagram stories, and that really means a lot to me when people share my videos, just because that means you're enjoying them. So I'm very grateful for that. Anyone that shares me and tags me, I can see all of them because it like comes up on my who's tagged you thing on Instagram. And yeah, I will see you on Sunday with another video. If there's anything you want me to show you, house related, home related, anything really, let me know in the comments and I will hopefully do that for the next video, and I will see you then. Mwah. Bye guys.